Alright guys, Toby here from Had the Fitness. Alright, how is everyone? Alright, so just getting in a little feed. So we're kicking off with some buckload of mushies, heaps of spinach. So getting that down, just gonna cook that up and throw some olive oil on it. Alright, so this is a very volume-packed meal. 2 hands of spinach leaves. Yeah, probably 2 handfuls of mushrooms. And then I'm gonna have that with 2 eggs, fair bit of oil to up the calories in it. And then I'm gonna have that on a bed of 1 serving of rice with some, what do we got there? Pineapple and watermelon as a snack on the side. If you don't add oil, probably about anywhere from 300 to 600 calories. Add this, push it up over 1,000 if you add like more than a few teaspoons of oil, and makes it taste nice and flavoursome. So we're on the Balkan train, that's what we're doing. Boom. All right, it's lunch, coconut water, pineapple, watermelon, 2 eggs, 2 handfuls of spinach, some mushrooms, bit of rice. Nothing pretty, nothing special, but looks healthy and it's gonna fucking taste nice. So just chilling, watching a little bit of YouTube on the TV.
Trip to Singapore. We got in from Bali last night.
Just a little bit of your boy Joey D. He's a funny motherfucker. All right, then after this, I'm gonna throw up a workout edit. Me in the gym, just doing some sassy work, trying to work on my glute raises, and want to get in and talk about muscle protein synthesis. I'm talking this shit here, and I'm talking. Oh yeah, now I'm talking. All right, let's talk about fitness. All right, so the thing with fitness is, man, fitness can get very mundane and fucking boring. But the thing is, if you want like the body of your dreams, you want to improve yourself, you want to become a better person, you want to live like longevity, it's something you have to do. You have to move. Western society, we don't fucking move. That's a problem. So like just any sort of movement each day. Like personally, I love to lift weights, and I like also doing yoga and stretching. It makes me fucking feel amazing. I like doing a little bit of boxing and playing footy, whatever. But I mightn't be good at those sports, but that doesn't matter. Like, who cares? I'm past those school days where like I'm not become a professional athlete. I just want to become the best version of myself and kind of push myself outside of my comfort zone and get a little bit of that like kind of leadership mentality, and kind of push myself through like games and stuff like that, and a bit of competitiveness just to like stay human, stay real. Like that's the kind of shit that I love. Anyway, I'm gonna smash this coffee, go hit the gym. Yeah, any comments or anything like that about like my programming, shoot them below, and yeah, let's get it.
You let it linger, you couldn't quit. I think I'll leave it all behind. Love me a new one. I won't waste my time. Fuck it with you. Oh, let me show you how. Find me another. You can't break me down. Under the covers.
So what we're going to talk about today is BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. All right, so first up, what are branched chain amino acids? So basically an amino acid is one of the building blocks that your body cannot produce to make muscle. So, and heaps of other stuff, but basically we're just going to focus on muscle and muscle hypertrophy. So most people like go to the gym and more so like they just want to grow more muscle and shred fat. So your body doesn't produce protein, okay? You have to ingest it through food. The only way your body can actually produce protein is the breakdown of its own lean body mass, which is your own muscle, okay? So if you're eating a calorie deficit and you don't have high protein, guess what? You're going to lose fat and you're going to lose lean muscle mass. It's just the way the body's going to survive. Okay, so protein is made up of BCAAs and EAAs, so branched chain amino acids and essential amino acids. So when you ingest protein, so either a steak or a protein shake, goes in the body, goes down through your throat into your digestive tract, gets broken down and pulled apart, and everything goes from building blocks from a protein, then gets pulled into a molecule which is mainly made up of amino acids. So there's 22 amino acids. So I think 11 of them are branched chain amino acids and 8 or 9 of them are essential amino acids and the rest are whatever. So basically here it is. So branched chain amino acids and then essential amino acids and leftovers. So there's 22 that current research knows of. So with the branched chain amino acids, for your body to uptake them, you need essential amino acids. So why do people take branched chain amino acids by themselves just as a complex? Because that's what the health and fitness industry wants you to think, okay? So if the health and fitness industry was just based around protein, it wouldn't be a very viable market, so they need other products. So basically, when they do studies, the things that come into play with studies and anything in human nature is money and who sponsors the study. So obviously, everyone understands that you can manipulate anything in life if you have enough money. And words can be presented in said literature in a specific way that is open to interpretation for anyone. Like, you can change the way someone perceives something by just putting their hand in warm water or cold water in regards to how they feel or how they read something, and then at the time they read it, the time of day, okay? So there's a lot of different things that come into play. So they can base, so the supplement industry can base basically what they put on the front of their supplements, their products, just on one study. Even if that study isn't really viable, they can base that on that. So who's going to pull them up for it? Like the FDDA and all those governing industries can only do so much. So when you see burns fat, improves cognitive function, blah, 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 gives you excess energy, helps if you wander at max, all that kind of good shit, I'd say 90% of that's just fluff. Don't get me wrong, BCAAs have their place in like sports that are carried out for more than an hour. So like high intensity sports, like kind of good stuff. So if you're an endurance runner or you're playing like rugby league or just something very intense for more than an hour, yeah. But if you're just a general gym bro and you're going to the gym just to look good and you're only in there for 45 minutes, stop wasting your money on branched chain amino acids. Spend it on a decent WPI, whey protein isolate. And if you can't take whey protein, have a vegan protein, which may come from pea proteins and soybeans or something like that. So you've got your one that might be vegan friendly, or if you like ones that are dairy based, get a dairy based product. Obviously prices vary. So you're actually better off taking a protein compared to a BCAA, because the thing is with BCAAs, for your body to uptake that, so when we talk about the production of muscle, it's called muscle protein synthesis. So this is basically the anabolic and catabolic process of muscle breaking down, building back up, breaking down, building back up, and then you lift some weights, you press, you pull, you jump, you squat, you do whatever, and you're going to create muscle damage, muscle trauma, and then you ingest some protein, and then the building block happens, muscle hypertrophy, the gains, you make gains, okay? So given that, you need muscle protein synthesis, and for this to happen, you need branched chain amino acids, and you need essential amino acids. It's like having concrete and water put together to make a solid form. So male end and female end, basically you can think of it in that regard. So if you don't have in muscle protein synthesis, if you're only ingesting branched chain amino acids, you can actually downplay that muscle protein synthesis process. So you can actually become catabolic by ingesting BCAAs, okay? If you don't have those essential amino acids like within a few hours after training. So why doesn't the supplement industry tell you this? Because basically they make millions to billions of dollars out of this, and they don't want you to know that. So they're just going to keep telling you this. But following this study here, bro.
That's how it feel, baby. When you say you love me, is it real, baby? Full speed, both hands on the wheel, baby. Young Taz coming from the Mobile, baby. You know the drill, baby. Yeah.
I find this really funny, like, because I thought the complete opposite, and then I actually read literature and educated myself, and I was like, honestly, it's the complete opposite of what the supplement industry tells you. So if you don't have the muscle protein turnover, if that's inhibited, then muscle protein synthesis is going to be inhibited as well. So basically, to sum all this up, so muscle protein breakdown and muscle protein turnover, these both are going to be inhibited by taking the BCAAs because you don't have the essential amino acids there to complete that whole chemical reaction within the body to make muscle protein synthesis happen. So unless you're carrying out strenuous exercise, don't bother taking BCAAs. When we're talking about amino acids and you're talking about taking creatine, that's a little bit of a different ballpark. Creatine's fine, it's perfectly fine to take. But when you start just taking like just your pre-shake, your BCAAs, nah, cut it away. If you're taking BCAAs with like a pre-trainer, it's in the pre-trainer, that's fine. But like if you're strapped for money, just spend your money on protein. Don't worry about getting the BCAAs. You don't need the intra-workout. Muscle growth doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen during your workout. It happens during your recovery. 48 to 72 hours post-exercise is when the gains process happens. So you want to get a good feed of protein, carbs, and fats, and make sure your protein's on point and your daily caloric intake is on point based on your goals, whether you want to lose weight or gain weight. So as I said, muscle protein turnover, muscle protein breakdown, that anabolic process inhibits muscle protein synthesis. So this chemical reaction, this muscle turnover and recovery isn't going to happen properly by just taking BCAAs. You need all those amino acids. So stop doing yourself. You're not doing yourself any favors by spending like $20 to $50 on BCAAs. Go out and buy a decent protein. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like always, like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions or anything rather, leave them below. I'll catch you in the next video.